Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Grounded, where there is some breaking news regarding a underwater base in this game. In the coming update, Sir Similot has unlocked the dev tools, and we can now see what's waiting for us in the future water updates. Some more details, though incomplete. Last time I showed you the koi and many other things coming, such as the koi armor. We're going to use that now to go under the surface of the water and experience what's underneath there. You might notice that some of the appearance of the pond is different. Well, in just a second when we update to a new version. Check that out now. There's the Japanese pagoda over there, a little lamp, and some grass is different too. So notice how the pond is a little different. There's also leeches in here and the diving bell spiders and other beetles and tadpoles and things. So take a look for it while we're underwater here. So we're going to go explore the underwater base, and obviously at this point there's some spoilers for the story coming up. So if you don't want to spoil the story but are still interested in knowing some more information about the game, make sure you turn on that subscribe button and that notification bell. We're going to go down here and explore the underwater base, and would you look at that, a T-Rex underneath the water. That's my cousin, by the way. Good, big shout out to him, big T-Rex. So under here you see the leeches off in the distance. Those look lovely, and there's a lot of lighting. It's going to get incredibly bright as we approach the base, and it really looks cool. And there's actually a quest for the underwater base as well. Oh, look, threat engaged for leech. Ooh, boy, those, I do not like those at all. I don't know what I hate more, the diving bell spiders. I think the leeches, because they're like a giant snake at this point. So here's the bottom pond lab entrance. A lot of you were saying, oh, there's an underwater lab, go check out the underwater lab. Well, it wasn't in there until now. And as you notice, it still thinks that we're underwater. You'll see bubbles coming up from our head and some of that like dust and stuff floating around as if we were underwater. But of course, this is unfinished from the developers. They're still working on this for the late August update. And look at the underwater base. Now there's going to be a new quest here. Trigger the switch to power up the underwater lab dome. So we're going to do that, and then there's a few circuit breakers that we need to trigger as well in order to do that. I love this game so much. I love how they have bases in each different biome or each major location, like for example the pond or the hedge or the oak tree. I love that so much. Looking around too, by the way, you can see just this seems to be more detailed than any of the other labs, and this definitely seems like they're doing some sort of serious experimentation here. Whoever it is, we don't know. So there's more like a locational spoiler rather than a story spoiler. A lot of the audio logs aren't here. A lot of the final game isn't here. So we've got a lot to experience and to really get excited for with future updates for this game. And I'm so excited to craft new armor and weapons, and I cannot believe that Sir Similot's finding all these things. So again, if you've not subscribed to his channel, make sure you do.
Those look like idealized geometric shapes in that pink thing. They can't be real.
And of course, Pete says that as you approach the Oak Lab as well, those geometric shapes are in there. This actually is a decent-sized lab. It looks like this is a laboratory for more than just one person. Everything up until this point has seemed like it's one or two people, but this actually seems like it could house like 20, 30, 40 scientists. Ah, there's the dome there. So let's go upstairs. You kind of see where sounds like we're sloshing around, and of course that's because the game, again, thinks that we're underwater. And we are, but we're in an oxygen-filled environment underneath the pond. Ah, there's what we're looking for. The Pond Lab Dome. All right, let's go ahead and flip the switch then and see exactly what happens when we quote-unquote power it up. There's also a camera right there, so whoever's watching us can see us. Ah, there it is. It's not so much powering up the dome. Oh, looks like the power flashed. Reset 3 underwater power breakers. So we'll need to do that now to open up the dome the remaining way. Why we're opening up the dome, I don't know, but whoever's doing experimentations down here can see all the fish and the spiders and other creatures, tadpoles, whatever else might be down here. And of course, there's now going to be tadpoles. Everything can be harvested in this game. So tadpoles will be something that we can harvest. You know, you go kill them and take tadpole slime, and there's going to be all sorts of new weapons and such. And again, Sir Similot has covered that stuff. I'm trying to keep up with him as much as possible. He's sending me all these videos and telling me all the secrets and stuff.
Logic dictates that there are probably more of these stations around. Maybe if I keep searching, I'll find some clues.
Oh, looks like you can actually
someone
scan that armor. I don't know if you'll be able to do that for all the armors. We'll see exactly. There could be changes to the game where everything can be scanned and maybe not. It looks like we can also slurp underwater too. I just noticed that. So the game still thinks that we're deep under, or rather just near a water source. Okay, let's see if the power breakers are in here. I love the detail to this base. It really is much more detailed than any of the other bases. And I've noticed now that the color of the underwater base is actually blue, and the other bases were kind of like a teal painting. So I don't know if there were different departments in the Omnit Corporation, but this, really, every time we discover something new in the game, it really just adds more questions than it does answers to what might be waiting for us in future updates and, of course, in the story. And this room here seems to have something going down. This might be a maintenance bay. Ah, more water here. So we'll go ahead and go to the secondary exit and see if it leads somewhere where we can work on the power. Maybe there's some generators down here. Oh. Well, that's lovely. That, I believe, is the beetle. The boatsman beetle? I could be wrong on that. Alright, so there's where we were before. That's the dome that is opened. The breakers need to be either reset or we need to find something to put in them. Look at how beautiful that dome is. That's just gorgeous. Really cool, this underwater world. And now I really am wondering where are there going to be other bases. Could you imagine if there's a beehive base? Or if there's going to be a base in an anthill? Well, there already kind of is, but it'd be cool to see it be more an intricate part of it. You can also see that there's a... Oh, there's one of the tadpoles right there. And also you may have seen the pond skimmer up there where leaves can be scooped out of the water. It looks like somebody was trying to do that too, right there. Very neat. Might be a safer way to get into the pond too without being gobbled up immediately by koi. Now, if the koi are going to be here, that's a question that remains to be seen. They might be in this pond or maybe another pond. There's other backyards that we possibly can go to. And again, this game is only 20% done, and I wouldn't imagine 100% of this game being in one backyard. I'm really speculating that they're going to open the backyard up to more, and I'm really happy that they've added a lot more detail to the backyard. Let's go see what's in that Japanese pagoda there, and man, that pond skimmer really looks cool. You can also see some lily pads that have been added, more grass peeking out of the pond as well. It's interesting to see a lot more life in the pond. It was quite a safe area before. But now, you know, if you're being chased by a wolf spider, it's wolf versus do you want to jump in and deal with a diving bell spider or something like that. What's over there on that lily pad? Is that a firefly? I'm not sure. All right, well, we've teleported now closer to the Japanese lantern. So let's see what's inside there. Really nice to see these lily pads. Ah, and cattails too, so that'll be an item. That's going to be added in very soon. They look like corn dogs to me. Is anyone else hungry? Let me know what you're hungry for down below in that comment section. That's right. Absolutely. Beautiful. All right. So now let's get to this thing. This little lantern. Interestingly enough, it doesn't look like there's anywhere to hold light. But this is great. Another nest for orb weavers. That's wonderful. Just great. And it looks like there's also another place to analyze here. Naturally occurring structure unless crystals come with computers now. I don't know what that comment from Pete means, but time to get out of here, I guess. Jump over on the lily pad. And there we go. So more cattails over there. So the areas closest to where the waterfall looks like it was. Seems like it'll have cattails. And we'll probably have to harvest those from underwater. There's also underwater knives. There is so much detail and information coming to this game, so make sure you... oh, there's the beetle. So make sure you go ahead and tell me more about what you know down below in the comments section, too, so we can take a look at it. Sir Similot, again, pretty much knows everything in this game. It's just like every time there's new information, it takes a while to cover something new and to go into the game files and actually find it. It makes me more excited to see what's coming. The exciting updates for the water update, this is going to be big. It's not just a, hey, we added a tadpole to the pond. They actually have a full functioning underwater base, and there's more to the story to explore, which adds more questions to this game. This area here, you'll be able to get oxygen from these little, I believe this is from the, oh, nice. Yeah, that's from the diving bell spider, I believe, that takes oxygen underwater with it and stores it in its webs like that, I believe. And you can get oxygen from pretty much any of those. And, well, it looks like every one of these plants has it. Or almost every one of them. Oh, God, leeches again. No, thank you. Those things seem like they're going to be about as deadly as orb weaver spider. I still feel like I'd be more afraid of the diving bell spider, but I haven't seen one of those just yet up close. So we'll see. Oh, a leech. Oh, looks like you can easily escape them, though, if they get attracted to you. So there's the underwater base in the distance. And, of course, the koi armor is on, giving you the extension for breathing underwater, which is almost a requirement if you're going to explore in great detail. Ooh, taking some damage here. Oh, probably from the lack of water, maybe. Oh, man, that dome is looking awesome. So whoever built this in their backyard must have kids and must be a scientist, too. But that's going to be it for today's update. Make sure you check out Sir Simlot's channel. I'll leave a link for it. And here's a word from him.
Salutations everyone, I'm Sir Simlot and I'm the one who has recorded this footage you guys are about to see. I want to thank Raptor for allowing me to record this for him and working with me on this project that I like to call the grounded walkthroughs and updates. So thank you guys all so much and I hope you guys enjoy.